I stopped at the side of the road here because I came across a pretty interesting farming scene. Thought I'd watch this tractor at work for a minute or two. On another day trip or trip that I took recently, I saw a guy preparing a rice field, sort of with a small hand-driven tractor. It was motorized, but I guess this guy is doing a similar thing, but with a full-sized tractor. And there are a bunch of people out there in the field working by hand. Thinking about making my way out there to see what they're doing, but it might be kind of a difficult journey through the mud to get there. And those mountains on the other side there, those are actually in Myanmar, by the way. The Moei River is just down there on the other side of this small rise in the land, and on the other side of the river, those higher hills, that's Myanmar. I think they are planting rice seedlings, and I find that quite interesting. So I thought I'd take a chance on the muddiness and take a walk out into the field and see what they're doing. So there's the tractor hard at work again. He took a break to clear something out of his machinery. Ooh. Oh. Hello. How are you? So we are going barefoot. As you can see, almost everybody here removed their sandals to go work in the field. I think I might roll up my pant legs too, just to keep as much mud away as possible. Ooh. Hey. So, I already had to get through some squishy mud there. Kind of feels good between your toes. And we have to figure out a way to get down there. What's the best path to follow? Oh, they actually have a kind of a shelter here where they can all keep their lunch and get out of the sun. And this guy, I guess he knows the right way to go, so I'll just follow him. It's actually really slippery in your bare feet. I never thought about that. You really have to be careful keeping your balance. Oh yeah, it does look like they're planting the rice seedlings. I have said this before when I've stopped to look at some farming operations that just really admire the people that do it, simply because it's not easy work. Can you imagine spending the entire day bent over planting these rice seedlings? I'm not sure that I could physically even do it. I've never been good at bending over. Even as a kid, we had a garden in the backyard, and my mother loved to go out there and do gardening and weeding, and for her it was a pleasure. For me as a kid, I just couldn't stand it. I hated working in the garden, just bending over, weeding all the insects. It's hard work. But here's a field that's already been planted. So here are some carefully spaced rice seedlings. I wonder though if these are here permanently, because I know that they plant them in bunches and let them grow to a certain height and then replant them and spread them out. So I don't know if this is a final spread or not. Could be. And here you can see that they're irrigating the fields, letting the water flow from one to the other. And I wonder if there's a like someone who's in charge here, who is like the expert at field irrigation and planting and spacing. Oh. Okay. Hello. Oh, I see. I think this field, these are rice seedlings that have grown to the proper height for replanting. So they're pulling them out and then putting them together in bunches, clearing the roots of mud. And then once they have enough of them in a bundle, I guess they tie them up and then take them to another field and replant them there. Look at that. I wonder why the slapping of the roots. Is it just to remove the mud? It's probably the only reason, right? And it's interesting that they're being so careful to get the roots even. Yeah, to get the to get them all lined up. Oh, okay. And then they put them, yeah, down here. Huh. And the men over here are doing the same thing. That's so interesting. They developed a technique where they slap them against their feet in order to clear the mud. Wow. Beautiful scenery, that's for sure. just leaving now. Again, walking carefully along the barriers between the fields. Yeah, that was quite interesting. I can't really talk to anyone here. We don't share a language, but you can kind of guess the sorts of things that they're doing and why they're doing it. But I'd certainly like to know a lot more of the details. And I'd love to know what the wages are, of course, what someone would get paid for a day of doing work like this. Okay. Well, let's see if we can work my way out of here with my muddy toes. Thank you. Bye-bye. As I said, hard work. All I was doing was standing out there taking some video, and I'm sweating from the sun. And here's a field here that has been replanted, I think. Well, I washed my feet in the field as best I could. Got my sandals back on. I might have to turn this day into a 5 farming scene challenge instead of a 5 snacks challenge. But we'll see how that goes.